Hello friends, very good morning. Welcome back to my live session, Talent Trader. And myself Bala here. I'm welcome you all to join this live session. Thank you for joining the session. And based on our Google Sheet, it's an option scanner. So based on the Google Sheet, we are going to find out some trade opportunities in stock option, and also we try to find some a candle pattern in Bank Nifty options. So let me try to find in a live market. So before going to this video, if you are watching new, kindly subscribe the channel. And anyone who are joined on this live session, can you please let me know my voice and video clear? Yeah, very good morning, Piyush, Rakesh, and Ramesh. Everyone, thank you for joining here. Yeah, clear. Thank you so much. Thanks for your update. Okay, so some of the stocks which we got it yesterday, Polycap and maybe Alkem, Federal Bank, Wipro is a previous Monday entry, and Infosys. Maybe only a quality and liquid stock which we can focus based on the weekly. And we are testing in some strategies on this file. And we have a lot of opportunities and also quick move, gap up, so something is going to happen. So it is under still testing one. So we can use for a weekly and monthly. That should be an opportunity which we can go for. As of now, so we got it almost 15 stocks more than a target, and maybe some of the stock which is more than our profit. It's based on the advanced option strategy. It's purely working based on the advanced strategy which we are using for positional option trades in stocks. Nifty again today 53 point opening positive and 211 points. So every day it has started with a gap up and finally it reversed back. So maybe yesterday also the same thing which is happening. Initially opened with positive and then it's slightly moving down and finally it goes down and negative. Okay. So maybe a weekly opportunity also you can plan with only like what we say intraday kind of thing, because we are nearing to that expiry. So next week onwards you can start with the physical delivery, so we have to pay more margin for this. And yesterday Bank Nifty started with gap up and finally it is a negative day, but today it's going to be start with 200 point positive. And let me check any opportunity. It is rejected at the R4 level on monthly basis. Okay, so this is about a monthly candles, sorry, monthly levels. 45,539 should be the monthly rejection, but we can keep the stop loss 45,900. That should be the higher stop loss in monthly basis on Bank Nifty. The Nifty also it is trading, but it was not, it is crossed above. Maybe the chances of both index are different. It's looking, we have to wait maybe around 15 minutes. Yesterday it was inside between that levels, doesn't broke any other higher or lower level. Nifty, it was given you clear rejection at the stop level, maybe from that level 1974, and it was fall down towards 19690. So almost there's a huge down, and it was a very flat only comparing to the opening price. Should be the very flat move, not given you such a big opportunity. So after market open, so we have to wait whether this positiveness will continue or it may be reverse back. We'll try to wait to find a good opportunities. This is also working better, this camera levels. We try to improve that. Maybe it will help us to make our intraday trade. We started with 30 points. Bank Nifty is around 115 points, which positive. 94, now 10 rupees. That's the thing which is happening regularly. It was started a gap up and then it moves down and turns negative. That's the thing which is happening. Maybe the profit booking at the highest level when it is open a gap up, immediately they are trying to book up profits Maybe the reason it was gap up opening and it came down to negative. Such a day something has also happened, but we should wait for it. And anything has happened better, so we can look at this today's level, which is generated 19820. That should be the higher level. 804 should be the open. Banknifty also started with flat. Maybe 754 should be the higher level. Exactly opening at R3 level on Banknifty. So we have to wait whether it's going to reverse back. Okay, so based on our strategy, so we can go for still it is not updated, so wait for it. So now let's start. We're waiting for the update. It's about a previous one. Yeah. Now it started update. Whatever the stock which is in the top, like STFC, still it is on the level, and National Aluminium, B Soft, Berger Paint, only quality and liquid stocks we can focus. And yesterday, as per our thing which we got at ICICI Bank, that was moving down, and the Federal Bank that was working well, and Indus Tower that moves around 11.9 and then it returned back. Okay, currently 8.6. Okay, Nifty 36 points, and we have to wait the first 15 minutes to get a clear confirmation. And what should be the strike price which I'm going to focus for a Bank Nifty? Maybe around 45,900 put option. It should be the put strike price, currently 412. And the call option which I'm focusing for 45,300. So this may be a strike price, both is showing looks negative. Okay, so maybe tomorrow is the expiry. Tomorrow, 20th. Let me check that the date of expiry. Yeah, tomorrow is the expiry. Okay, maybe a time decay also playing a major role. So recently it was moving up and down very fast. So both the premium, which is looking like almost 429 and 358, both it's nearing to that level. And it was started with flat. Or opportunity in the Bank, I think near to that entry point, 1380. Yeah, I think it's a gap up. Previously 53 is the highest level and 65.8 is our entry. Now it is trading 60, but it wasn't triggers our first 15 minutes, the candle which triggers our entry point. So it may not be a right valid entry. So it because it is happening by before 9:30. Before 9:30 we got that trigger. So maybe it's not a valid trigger. We have to wait for it. Do you get my video audio clear? In HDFC 54, HDFC Bank, that wasn't news, just leave it. ICICI Bank yesterday's trigger and now it has came to 27. NTPC, that should be the one which is trading in the near, and SBIN 19. And these are all we are going to focus for opportunities. Okay, so this and Voltas, McDowell. So we have to wait for it after 9:30. We can take any opportunity. Maybe this is a riskier trade if you are taking an entry before 9:30. Okay, so it was an gap up one. Infosys, that is already higher. Polycap yesterday's entry, still it is higher. And NTPC may be nearing to that level 187.5. And that was in gap up and daily time frame compared to the previous range. Looks like an inverted hammer. And 3.45, 2.2 rupees. And now it has triggered our entry. 2 rupees, 3.45. Almost 2 rupees, 5.4. Maybe this one having the chances for further upside. So from that level. Yeah, very good morning, Jeevan. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining this session. Okay, this may be an opportunity. NTPC, maybe around our entry point is around 5.5. It is already greater than our entry. Maybe track this one. If you find any good opportunities, we can go for. Okay, I think. Yeah, I hope you got it. So that may be an one opportunity which we find out based on our scanner. Okay, so NTPC Indusian Bank, it has already broken the high, and MPS is not a liquid. B Sound, Taro Pharma, ICICI Bank yesterday's trigger. Now it is trading 27 from 34 to 27. Okay, so we have to wait for it. With that new one NTPC, and in monthly positional also, if you are trying already holding a monthly positional, so maybe you are going to exit out from the trade and target a trade. You can exit, and this is what a opportunity on weekly basis. That is what a testing one. Here any opportunity which we can able to find out. Hero Motor Corp 3100, M&M sale 2.6, 92 call option, and this one is okay. So we find it earlier. So now it has started moving up and now it is reaching towards 6.2 from 5.8. 5.7 we are tracking. So maybe a quick move. Okay, and any other opportunity? Shukla line 5.2, 172, and we go to check. Already triggered our entry point, right? 6 rupees on 17th July. So and then it moves down towards maybe here in the 15 minutes. Yeah, if you wish, and that may be one more opportunity. Maybe a quick scalping in intraday type of thing which we can plan, not for a positional one. Why? Because of we are nearing to that expiry. Yeah, very good morning, Jeevan and Rakesh. Thank you for your update. Thanks for joining. This may be the key which we can focus. Yeah, look at this. In this point, it is a testing one. Even Ashok Leyland also be there. In IOC 2.2. Some of the options is not yet active. IDFC First Bank 2.8 to 3. Polycap, that works well. And a weekly opportunity, we can go for Federal Bank yesterday's entry. Infosys maybe today. In Indusian Bank, gap up, NTPC that got triggered our entry. I think it is not updating right now. So that particular strike price 187.5, almost 66.5. It was moving higher. That should be a great. It was started positive. So maybe anyone would try. That may be near about 50 paisa. Okay, that's working well. So in Ashok Leyland, maybe another opportunity. So we can try at this moment. Maybe a positive move. In ABB, not a liquid one, IPCA Laboratories 34. So whatever the trade which we came in the scanner after 9:30 and should be a fresh breakout, that would be a better opportunity. So let me go for a charts. Banknifty in 15 minutes without an indicator, and it should be a hammer right now, and this one is down candle. Maybe after 9:30 we get a confirmation of this candle, what is going to be exactly. ABB also triggered by the opening itself. Bro, gain 14. That is 11 point something which triggers. Now it is 14. And ABB 4,400. 187, 190 liquid, 14,500 volume, 250 large size. Okay, that's good. That it was triggered before 9:30, right? And Indus Tower, IndusInd Bank. Oh, NTPC still is moving higher. We try to find. Okay, that was a good move. But some other concept which I applied for that one, so that is why we are focusing that from 5.7. Now it is 7. So maybe you could move. Shell Tech, MPSs, RF Pharma on the list, and National Aluminium also be there in the list. We are tracking National Aluminium 90 call option from yesterday, right? I think 3.2. Yesterday it retraced from that level, now it is 4. So that's okay, good. Wipro also joins that level, but it was already a targeted trade. And yesterday we were discussing about around 10, 11 rupees. It is a retracement. Again, now it is 14. HFC don't want to go for Federal Bank. Now it is slightly lower, 129 call option. Kotak Bank, look at this after the gap up opening. Sorry, Indus Bank gap up opening. Now it is trading around 61. So after 9:30 we can focus any stocks which is looking good. Overgrade Axis Bank, Maruti. Okay, so not a big changes. Nifty is still on the same price. Bank Nifty also 150. The same price one which we find out is around NTPC. Still it is around 7.5. Okay, this is a monthly and temp. That should be a testing one. So Leyland, Tata Consume, Apollo Hospital are there. And in the put side, PFC, IDFC, First Bank that we find out on Monday. Even IDFC also that triggers in a put side. AB Capital, Tata Motors. Okay. Okay, something new. ABB triggers before 9:30. HDFC 164054.5. HD. Okay, HDFC. Look at this yesterday. It went up to 67. After that, it moving lower. Maybe the reversal from this level. 53. It is already given our entry and moves more than 67 from 55. So Voltas is the new one, 760. Call option, whether it is a new opportunity. So very few likes. Someone were, I think, forgot to make it the like button. Just hit your likes. Voltas 28.2 and it went up to 29.30. In the first 15 minutes itself, it moves more than 30. Okay, so it is also triggered. EPCA Lab 780. That was a gap up and not traded well. And the top level it was struggling. In HDFC Bank, these are all the opportunities. Okay. BP on the same price. Wipro 15. And in this tower now it is 8.7. So we are waiting for yesterday's moving to 175 and from there it moves down to 168. Now it is 171 and daily time frame it forming a breakout. After the breakout it moves towards the 175 and return back. There is a chances it can be move higher. So let me track. And what's happening on Banknifty in 15 minutes? The negative candle in put side. The call side it should be a spinning top. Exactly. So maybe above to the level or below to the level we can track. So until unless we don't want to go forward. Okay. So we should wait. This testing basis we find Excite that was moving good, but it was not updated. So I think it is 8.5. Tata Power. Still market is very flat after this gap up opening. To 22.5 put option in Tata Power. That should be the opportunity. The first time should be first time. Tata Power. Yeah, I think it's already given you and it went up to 6.3. Maybe that area 5.5, maybe up to Friday, we can check for holding 5.5 exactly at this point. Okay, so it's about a weekly trade opportunities. And maybe this point, we'll check this. Whether it's going to move up. I think 3.3. Before that, we'll check that liquidity. So maybe a price is not really good and a volume also be good. So maybe that one. So we can focus for an opportunity. And Tata Power lot size is around 3,375. So maybe 5.5. So let me track this. Previously it moved higher up to 6.3 and it went down. And is there any other? Okay, it is about R4. Just trading over and R4. Okay, you can track this as this also maybe opportunity. What is happening here? This time 15 minutes the Bank Nifty it started recovered and look at this, it wasn't trading nearby S3. Maybe we can wait for S4 and this one is very flat in 15 minutes spinning top but it was moving lower and doesn't give you any clear confirmations. Weekly basis we can focus some other opportunity. NTPC that moves well. Anyone who tried maybe opportunity. Infosys, Wipro again slightly moving. ABB on 80, Voltas that is also big gap up. In HDFC don't want to go for, and if you want to try for HDFC again one more time the breakout 1640 around 54.5. Because this previously it was a gap up and doesn't provide you the entry and went higher and now it is moving lower. So our breakout point is around 54.5. Maybe up to Friday we can wait for this 54.5. So retracement, the re-entry opportunity, maybe. So let me track this only about to the level. And no more new opportunities. Input side, you can look at this Exide Industries 10.1. But it was not a liquid, and already we find this one based on our temporary sheet. That is what a testing basis we find the same strike price 255 put option around 2 point something 6.2. Now it is 10.1. So 10.1 and 10.3, the volume you can see only two lots is traded right now. Okay, so better a low volume to avoid for a weekly positional. The volume is very low. Just a two lots which is traded. And ICICI potential that may be in a downside. HDFC Life and Bharati Airtel are looking for a down. IPCA Laboratories is coming into the scanner 780. Yeah, it was not a liquid one. Gap up and also less volume. Data power, it was on the level now 5.1. And the Circle Island, which we are focusing 5, and NTPC 8.8, that was a non-stop. Still it is moving higher. Havers it went higher, maybe a gap up. Havers 1280. Abhishek Sharma, thank you for joining the session, and thank you for subscribing our channel. Thank you. 103.5, and it may be a 15 minutes breakout 114. So look at this, the first candle itself, which moves very big and almost 114, but our entry point is around 73. Maybe that gap up. Most of the time the option premium, which is fluctuated by the gap up and gap down. But even we have to find out very few number of stocks with a good liquidity, and it should be satisfying our conditions. Banknifty doesn't provide you opportunity, and this is also be inside between the first candle, and this is also be exactly inside, but slightly broken the low. So we have to wait whether Banknifty is going to continue upside. The Sinbang 1380 gap up, now it is moving lower. Asian Paint 114.7 3440. It is a fresh breakout already at 117. Our breakout is 106.14. So yesterday breakout. Wait for it. Only liquid stock. You can focus. Banknifty slightly moving higher. This option is try to recover and previously started from here around 300 level. Okay, so we should wait for it. Tata Power and Ashok Leyland and TPC. This three which we are tracking, and HDFC Bank also. In this list we are finding a quality and liquid. So even you can look at this Exide Industries not moving higher. slow, and everyday market gap up, and finally it stays on the same level, or even from that top it is reversing back. So that should be the reason. If you have any questions or doubt also, you can just ping me here, and we are doing a positional option strategy. And based on this concept, we find out almost in the monthly positional, we have more than 22 stocks which triggers our stop loss. As per we find some trades as a stop loss triggers, and some of the trades which is trading near about 20%, and we are not getting most of the stocks are not updating because it's so far deep in the money. You can see IOC is a targeted trade, ITC is a targeted trade for this month, and even ONGC. And most of the trades right now it is not active. So because of the deep in the money, even you can see Polycab yesterday triggers our target, but today it is showing it the zero value. Why? Because of the premium is not traded yet. So let I'm showing you the Polycab. 3550 is our strike price. Call option 3550. Look at this, the today's trade price is not happening. So the last trade which is happening by yesterday 3 o'clock 9 minutes. So that's it. After that it is not traded. But if you are holding, so we can able to exit at 713 because the buyer is ready for a 713, seller is ready for 763. Maybe if you are holding a buying, so we have the chances to take a trade around 713. But today there is no trade, even a single trade which is not happening in this particular stock due to that price gap, because it's so far deep in the money. So it may be having that much of price gap. It's not an issue. But if you are making your intrinsic value calculation, then your right exit point you will be getting 3550, 4300. Look at this, 750 points. So that is why the premium approximately is trading near to the 750. That's the talk it's not showing you here. And why reason is, and PNB also targeted trade because already PNB is reaching near about 60. Okay, so PNB call option 52. Look at this, buyer is 10 rupees, seller is quoting for a 10.6, and last trade price is yesterday 3 o'clock 13 minutes. Today it's not active. Okay, so current price of the stock is 62. Exactly 52 to 62, it's a 10 rupees time intrinsic value. That exactly now trading around 10.15. The exact premium which is trading on this particular strike price. But not traded, but if you are holding, so we can have to exit at a right price. So this is the reason. So we are showing you very minimum number of stocks here. Most of the stock which already triggered. So here weekly positional, so we are now showing you, and some of that stock which triggers and now it is moving lower. So if you are tracking regularly, you will be getting options, opportunities where it is triggers. Okay, something like ICICI Bank yesterday triggered, right? And it was moving lower, so still it is 26. And if you are using for an intraday, so you should use your intraday opportunities. Okay, so whatever the thing which you are following. Positional, so as per the concept, you can follow. Okay, so no opportunities in Bank Nifty also be flat. Look at this Federal Bank again. It is not a new entry. Federal Bank, it is retraced to the level. Initially, it moves down to 5.5 today. Now it is returned back. Federal Bank. It's a opportunity. Federal Bank, the strike price is around 129. Okay, so look at this. It initially moves down and 7.4. Our entry which triggers recently, and now it is less than our entry point. Maybe if any retracement point which you find out, you can use it, and it is keep on moving lower. So retracement only if you are finding any good reversal, like you can see yesterday's reversal around this level 4.7 and went up to 7.4, and that was a good opportunity. Maybe reversal, if you find any reversal, we can go for. As of now, we didn't get any reversal now. After a long back, Dr. Reddy will be there in the list. Previously last month, not this month, June month, we find one of the opportunity in Dr. Reddy. Initially, it not moved well. I think Anand, you are taken and you exited earlier. But after 10 days later it was performing very big without triggering our stop loss. Now, after the last month, I seen this stock which is trading in the top, Dr. Reddy 5100. Yeah, I think it's a big move. 194. I think our entry point is 205. So 225 is about R4 breakout. 205. So maybe. So we can track for this and kind of intraday. Okay, so not for a positional holding. Maybe maximum holding is up to the Friday. Only 205 should be the breakout. Before that, we can check that particular strike price which is trading with a good liquidity. That be very important. 100, 184, 187, 3 rupees is not a big deal. And 250, okay, that's good trading with a good liquidity. So once it is breaks above 205, so we can go for. And NTPC non-stop and almost 9 rupees. If anyone check this entry, you maybe try to exit from this one. 205, that we can focus. Federal Bank now 5.85. Only if you find any reversal opportunity, then we can go for. Asian Paint, Araforma, McDowell. I think McDowell is a gap up trigger. Yesterday we are discussing about the McDowell too. What's happening on Banknifty? Still it is on 140 level. The premium is trading 415. The third 15 minutes candle also started in between the previous candle. So narrow range which forming on Banknifty options. And this option also inside between these candles and not such a big move which is happening here. If you have any questions or a doubt, you just bring me here in the comment box. Banknifty is any side breakout. It's not moving anywhere. The same price which is trading now in the Banknifty. TVS Motor put which strike price, sir? Maybe yesterday we are discussing about the stock in the two consecutive shooting star and it breaks the low and still it is breaks the low around on 340. That means 1338. Okay, so it was slightly moving down. Voltas it has already moved higher, no? So TVS motor the top level is around 1370. Right, the strike price which is available. Yeah, 10 rupees is the cap for the stock 1360. Yeah, 20 rupees is the cap. Maybe 1380 put option trading 50 60 40 42. This may be a strike price almost 700 lot size and a positional view. We are focusing based on the candle. So TVS motor put looks good at the stock. Your message is not clear, Gaurav. At C but P. I'm talking about P because it's a daily time frame which forming a shooting star candle a day before yesterday, and yesterday is forming a hammer or a shooting star or a doji candle, and now the low is broken. Now slightly moving lower, and it should be not an intraday one. It should be a positional. So if I want to focus any trade opportunity based on this method, maybe the strike price, the recent high, the untouched levels, it's about 1360. That should be the put option. Strike price 42 is currently trading. Even it was started from 33 and now it is 47 high. It is based on the candles and it's not for an intraday, so we can go for. Okay, so if you want a ATM 1340 or 1340, that's trading around 30 rupees. Maybe you can focus this also. Okay, it's still Voltas. Voltas, I think it given you an opportunity, right? Voltas here 760, and it was triggers in the first 15 minutes, right? Huge up at Voltas 760. Look at this call option. Okay, it was in the first 15 minutes or 5 minutes. It's a huge gap, and 30. Our entry point is around 28.2. So what I'm always suggesting you, a fresh breakout. So fresh breakout should be the breakout. After 9:30, we have to focus the breakout, and that breakout entry should be not happen in the previous time frame. So if you are focusing monthly, in this month it never triggered that highest level, and if you are focusing weekly, and it should not trigger previously or this current week the same price which is not triggered previously in the week. That should be we are taking as a um, fresh breakout, right? So if fresh breakout which happen, so we can go for example today, not a good volume, exide 255 put option, it was not triggered that level. I hope it was moving yesterday 11.3. It's not a fresh breakout. Look at this 15 minutes, it's not a fresh breakout. I think it moved more than that. So I'm tracking from 6.2 this option. I hope you know well, Gaurav. So we are tracking from 6.2 and it went up to 11.3 maximum and currently trading 9.5. But as a weekly, we got that one as around a 10.1, but it should not be a fresh entry. I think it is moved more than yesterday. That you need to consider whether this trade is going to become a fresh breakout or a old entry. So old entry, maybe it is the breakout point where it is broken and it was going to be a huge move. Like yesterday, you've seen Polycab and even Reliance. Okay, so that kind of stocks which you have to focus. And if it is breaks above and if it returned back again to the same price, it's not to be a quite liquid. Means quite good. So even STFC yesterday gap up and it was moving higher to our entry, but normally we are going to reject. Okay, but today we are trying to retracement, but still it is not given you the opportunity. So why the reason we are telling you? So look at this, another one more gap up. So yesterday we find Bank Nifty also the same. It was on gap up. So maybe a positive. And finally it keep on moving down. After this gap up, it could not be able to break out the first 15 minutes. So same thing which is happening yesterday in Bank Nifty too. Yesterday Bank Nifty also seemed like that, gap up, and now it is moving down. Still it is not moving higher. Yeah, Nifty is moving higher every time, every day, but stocks are not performing. Only few stocks, like a main reason for this top is around Reliance and HDFC. So these are very few number of stocks which drag the market up. So most of the normal stocks are not moving even bigger. We're considering Reliance for this month. Nifty is on only we are not going to focus. For example, Reliance on daily time frame. Look at this July from June 30th from 25 to 8. So almost you pick percentage, how many percentage? 10 percentage which Reliance increased, and HDFC and merger, and now HDFC is the biggest contributor of Nifty. from the top, it was due to merger. Maybe this is also performing from uh, that month. So comparing to that June 20th, it was still higher. But overall Nifty, it's gained its value by some few of the companies. Not all. Most of the stock is not still not performing, even though Nifty is trading at a all-time high. We have to wait. Maybe this move we can use for an intraday purpose only, sir. So daily gap up and struggle, again a breakout. So the highest level, so people who don't try to buy. Instead of that, they are finding an opportunity for a sale. Okay, if any point of the time, if everyone will agree for a selling, so maybe correction we can expect. But even I was ever to go for this high, top level. Do you go for a buy Nifty at this top for a suggestion or your idea? Can you share with me? Well, you can look at this Banknifty Premium DK. This strike price, both is come to the same level. This one is down by 140 points, and this premium is increased by only 80 points. So overall, no buying at the top. So simply watching the market. That's right. You are not buying at the top. Just simply watch the market if you find any good opportunities. And maybe that's the reason, even if a Nifty is breaking the all-time high, even look at the stocks, very few number of stocks, we got it. Okay, so in weekly opportunity at third day of the week, we may be getting around 20-25 stocks to get entry, and maybe around 15 to maybe average 10 to 15 stocks may be target. This week we don't get many more stocks. I think Hara Pharma is the new one, 740 34.4. Whether it's a fresh or a full breakout, I think it's a fresh breakout. 34 already it moved higher. So we are discussing on something else. Now Ara Pharma 34.4. It's a fresh breakout only. So look at this 34.4. Initially it was there, and this candle only around 9:45 to 10 o'clock candle only it triggers 34.5 we came, so we can try. And also it moved, and such a previously it went a higher 40. So now it started moving. So let me track that also. But entry point is missed. MPSs yesterday we discussed, I think entire 109 moves to 130. After that it moves down. Now it is still 95. Federal Bank again retracement. This time I already told you, if any reversal which you can go for, yeah, you can see there is a R3 reversal. Maybe we can go for a Federal Bank at this point. So maybe a S3, sorry, not an R3, S3 reversal. So we find out at this point. So 6.1 is our breakout entry on weekly time frame. So already it moved 7 point something. It may be as per our positional same concept. So 6.1 should be the reversal, and Camarilla S3 reversal also be there here. So maybe we can expect a positive move from that point. So lower level we are trying to buy this one, but if we are buying for our entry point only. So what entry point which you are exactly looking for? 6.1. But we are confirming with some other patterns. Okay, our entry is 6.1. Maybe a quick scalping. So lot size of Federal Bank is around 5,000 right now. by 5,000. I think 6.1, and now just slightly towards 6 point. I think the premium gap. To 9, 6.3. Last traded price is 6.1. The buyer and seller is slightly higher than that, 6.1. So maybe a open high today, and 5.5 is making low. So if you are tracking that as a right way, so you may be finding such a good opportunities. Maybe that one we can expect. Arrow Pharma 34.4 does not given you the opportunity. And HDFC Bank 1640, that's what our entry point. 54 is entry point, 1640, but was not triggered. And look at this point, we may be getting this one which we are focusing for our opportunities. And maybe it's a lot of opportunities which we triggered here, but most of the trades which is triggered by the pre-open, that is the first 15 minutes. Filter out that, so we need to do some workouts, and maybe if we find out that should be the better opportunities. Look at the PNB gain 2.5. Then a put side TVS Motor 41 to 42, that is 1360. AB Capital and some of the options which given is such a good. So XID 6.2 was Monday, so now it is 9.8. Okay, that should be an opportunity. So Federal Bank slightly from 6.1. So maybe the recovery from that level. So we did waiting for a breakout and Dr. Reddy and HDFC not moving well. So better to avoid this. Federal Bank, if you are making entry 129, so that should be a 6.1 should be an entry, sir. Okay, so 6.1 should be an entry, and currently trading around 6.4, so maybe around 6.115 you can try. I think even move 6.4 is the current price. Okay, the entry point you can try whenever that entry around 6 point. If you want to take at right now 6.3, if you are placing, you should be the first buyer. 6.3 should be the first buyer price if you are placing. So maybe your orders will be in the queue as a line first number. In Arrow Pharma not given you the trades. In Tata Power 5.5 still and the same. Ashok Leyland 5.25. Some of the options which we are looking for a trades. If you get any good opportunities, we can go for. BHEL, Dr. Reddy, SBAN still already moved higher. Now it is lower. So whenever a fresh breakout and an intraday opportunity, you can take and you can exit out from the trade. And if you are holding for a positional trader, you can hold it. And that's what the stock options mainly we are doing with. This looks like a scanner. It is working for all F&O stocks. So whatever the stock which is trading in F&O, currently 185 F&O stocks. All the F&O stocks will be listed here. From we are trying to find some opportunities, and if you get it, so we can go for it. An option trading. Six 6.4. What's happening on Federal Bank? Yeah, now it is on our exact entry price, right? 6.1. So if you find this one is currently 6.1. So if you waited, and it will be going to give you opportunity. So now you can make it. Yeah, it is 6.05, no problem. 6.1 is the exact entry, so initially moves and we got it now. Don't try to cash at highest level. And the bank nifty is in the same, the 15 minutes range, it's a boring now. So if you are looking at, so it was not such a big move. And this one's again broken, but the call option, it's not broken the past 15 minutes high. Why? So the low is broken, but high is not broken because of the time decay. So you can see 42 points down and 110. So approximately I'm taking a 300 points nearby ITM. Due to that movement, one is reducing is more premium compared to the increase in the premium. That is the time decay, very huge. This one is non-stop. DFC 3.5, SF 10.1, and ICICI General Insurance, that is a huge premium. ICICI Prudential 3036 already moved. Arrow Pharma also moved. ABB, that is also moved, but it is not liquid. Voltas we are ignoring. Some of the stock which is trading or came under the scanner, it's a low liquid stocks. Tata Power now 5.6. If you have any other questions or doubt, you just ping me here in the chat box. Or if you wish to join my paid classes, the link where I can show or I can provide you this chat box. Here is my website where I can share you the link. And you want to know about the how to use the Google Sheet, that is also available. And in the course content, you can go to get more details about the courses. And advanced option strategy, that is also be a course recorded mode is available. If you wish to take that positional trading strategies, so from next month, that means August contract, we can try to focus on trade opportunities. If you wish to join that, you can contact me the number here in this WhatsApp and the displaying on this video itself. And if you want more other doubts and questions also, you can ping me on the same number. And currently now Federal Bank 129 6.25 it's showing you. And is there any such movement? 6.1 is the current price. In 172 5.8 Tata Power, which we are finding for 5.5, that for a breakout put option style. But even the overall market is positive, but we find that put option as an opportunity. And NTPC call and Arrow Pharma Federal Bank, we are tracking for a call option. But even though Bank Nifty is positive, that was not affecting this one. One which if we find out Tata Power is now moving. Federal Bank, we have to wait for that big movement. Now Polycab, Reliance, NTPC, Havels, very few number. Instead of the market is moving very big compared to the Nifty, and the stocks are very less movement at this moment. And if you wish to join my paid classes or recorded classes, which is available on my website, and you can download the Android app. Still, if you are not like this video, hit your like button. And any questions or a doubt also, you can just comment in the comment box. And thank you for joining the session. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. Kindly subscribe and want to know more about Google Sheet. And you can get more details from the WhatsApp number. Thank you for watching, and I am winding out this session. Thanks to you all those who are joining and supporting this channel. Thank you so much. And also we have enabled our join button and super chats also available. So if you are really interested, you can try that. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video, and I'm going to wind up now. Thank you.